How old is too old to wear Jordans? 30? Is it 40? Is it 50 plus? Is there even an age limit? In today's episode, we're going to talk about it. The inspiration to make this video comes from this video that you guys probably saw during the week doing the rounds online.
What age is too old to be wearing Jordans? And I don't know if I could pull them off just because of the age. I'm 50.
What do you think is the cutoff? What would you do?
I'm going to say after 40.
I'm not sure who this guy is. I think he's a pretty famous American comedian. I'm not familiar with his material, but I'm sure a lot of you guys out there know who this guy is. And in this podcast interview setting, it seems like he's doing a little bit of a comedic bit here. Bit of self-flagellation. Now, I posted my own personal reaction to this video yesterday on TikTok, and the views are growing as we speak. It's somewhere around 300k views, but more importantly, it's got about 1,600 comments on it right now. A lot of people in the comments are treating this as a completely invalid take, and there are some people that totally agree with this guy. And so I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about the general sentiments that I have seen play out in response to this video. First of all, the sympathizers, or the people that kind of agree with this guy. I can kind of understand where they're coming from. If you're in your 40s or 50s, there's generally a certain expectation of you when it comes to the types of clothes you wear. Generally speaking, a little bit more conservative, maybe slightly more refined in terms of materials and comforts and stuff like that. And if you don't have a deep love for Michael Jordan and basketball in your background, you might see wearing Jordans as being a little bit try-hard. So from that perspective, I can kind of understand where this guy's coming from. The other notion that I've heard that has been sympathetic to this claim is the notion that as you get older, you tend to also get a little bit more conservative with your spending. The idea of spunking $200 on a pair of Jordans just seems stupid. It's money that could be better spent on a brand new lawnmower blade, a part for the car, or some much needed varnish to finally stain that deck that you installed last summer. There's also the notion of comfort that a lot of other sympathizers to this notion have espoused. Because let's be honest here, Jordans in general are not particularly comfortable. Apart from 3s and 13s, which ironically enough are genuine old head Jordans, most of the models aren't particularly comfortable to wear. And as you get older, as I can attest to forthrightly myself, you tend to like wearing comfy stuff. And so from a conservative fashion point of view, a conservative fiscal point of view, as well as considerations relating to comfort, I can understand how getting older would make wearing Jordans less tenable. But, and this is a big but, the vast majority of people that have commented on my video reacting to this guy have come out saying the complete opposites. Firstly, people that are aged in their 40s and up are in the best position to wear Jordans because these are the people that best know Jordan, having actually watched him play back in the day. Next, you've got the fact that most people in their 40s and 50s now are the only types of people out there that actually have the type of disposable income necessary to be able to afford a pair of Jordans. Especially in my case, when I was a kid, we couldn't really afford to get Jordans, and so a lot of what my current modern day affinity for Jordans rests on is this idea of restorative justice, getting the shoes now that I couldn't get back in the day because finally I'm in a position to be able to buy them. And a lot of people have pointed out the bleeding obvious. Who really cares what other people are wearing? If you're aged 40 or 50 or 60 above and you want to rock out in a pair of bright pink high heels, go for it. It's only if you have a high level of insecurity that you would really worry about what you're wearing. And to even question what you're wearing is to admit of those same insecurities. Now, I will admit there are a few types of footwear out there that as an aging man in the throes of middle age, I probably would be a little bit reluctant to wear. Although, to be fair, I don't really care. One of them would have to be some of these Crocs that are coming out, particularly the Lightning McQueens. I really feel like that is a kid's shoe. Don't get me wrong, they are fun and they are cool. And I don't know, maybe I would cop a pair if I saw a pair sitting in a Croc shop for retail, but a Pixar or an animated movie inspired Croc is kind of starting to test my boundaries a little bit. I suppose a pretty good recent example would be the Powerpuff SBs. This is a set of sneakers inspired by a cartoon aimed at little girls. And so if we're 50-50 about wearing Jordans, I don't know what the percentage divvy up would be on wearing a skateboard shoe, considering I don't skate, inspired by a 90s cartoon featuring small girls. Regardless, I still have them. At the end of the day, I think people that are age 30, 40, and 50 and up are in the most justifiable position to wear Jordans. Imagine if all the old heads stopped buying Jordans tomorrow. There wouldn't be a single sale at all of any Air Jordan 12 or 13, apart from maybe rich kids that have bought those models for their dads. And so my own personal perspective is Jordans are cool. They are timeless, they are classic, they remind us 80s babies of a much simpler time, a time without internet and cell phones, a time where the game of basketball was genuinely exciting and thrilling to watch. MJ has always had this incredible universal cool, a winner, a champion, a highlight reel machine that just exuded this cool quality of confidence. And that's coupled together with some incredibly savvy marketing, some genius design work, and some timeless silhouettes have created this brand and this shoe line that continues to be just as popular, if not more popular today than it was back in the mid 80s. And so rock your J's, enjoy your J's, and if you do differ in opinion, or if you just want to sound off down below, I would love to read your comments. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.